Pastor Jefferson, First Lady Tracy, and officers, and members, and visitors, and friends, good afternoon. I'd like to sort of follow just what Sister Johnny Brown left you. I'm standing to encourage and to promote and to talk about Commitment Sunday. The 25th of this month is our Commitment Sunday. As I thought about how to sort of do that, my mind went back to a few months ago. We celebrated the 150-year anniversary for this church. I thought about how we got here. Going from Camp Hamilton, well, actually going back a step before that, Freedom Fortress, when our brothers and sisters who were escaping slavery and found Freedom Fortress as a place they could go to find refuge. And from there out to Camp Hamilton, where they gathered and where our first church was established. And they moved from Camp Hamilton to Wine Street, built a church there from Wine Street to Lincoln Street. And my mind went back and tried to imagine what it must have been like for those folks who had nothing but sometimes the clothes on their backs, but a will and desire to do better, to move ahead. And so that, to me, is saying that we are standing upon the shoulders and sweat and tears and blood of those who have gone before us. And I believe, too, that they had a desire for those who were coming behind them to have better, to do better, to move ahead. And so we, too, had to have that same desire for those around us. And so as we look at Commitment Sunday, we're talking about our building project. Just like Richard Allen had a problem with where he was worshiping, he had to move because people were pushing him out. And we're having the same problem here at Bethel Church on Lincoln Street. Things are going up and being built around us. We're being pushed out of this place. And so because of that, we're moving to a better place. And so what I'd like to do is maybe not encourage you, well, I want to encourage you to consider the booklet that's been provided for us with prayers and meditation guide to help us focus ourselves on what's before us. But I want to ask for even more. This guide is helping us to prepare for October 25th. I want us to prepare for every day, to be committed more not only for our pledge to this building campaign, but to our worship and praise and service of God. Amen. You know what? If we were all just more involved with that, it wouldn't work. We wouldn't need a pledge. Amen. We wouldn't need to pledge. Amen. We wouldn't need to pledge. But this pledge is an encouragement to those who have not yet bought into this idea of building. We also know there are many, many people who have been supporting. We know how much support we've had. We paid for that $1.3 million plot of land. Amen. Something no other church has done. And you know what that lets me know? It lets me know within these walls there are tremendous blessings and resources. Amen. There's tremendous blessings here. There's no doubt. Nobody has to tell me something from on high. I see it. Amen. You did it. You did that. And so the same God who provided us to be able to pay for that $1.3 million piece of land is the same God who we need to call upon to help us to further and finish the project. So I'm encouraging each and every one of you who have not committed, and I'm thanking each and every one of you who have continued to support the building effort. You have not stopped because the commitment season ended. You have continued throughout the process. And we know there are folks who have not stopped giving. But we also know there are some folks who have not started to contribute yet. And so we're encouraging those who have not yet started to be a part of the commitment effort, the building project. Please continue. And Sister Brown said we need to be encouragers. So I'm encouraging you, please, to do that. And she said we need to look back to think about our young people, those who are coming behind us. I believe some of those slaves from Freedom Fortress and Camp Hamilton prayed, Lord, please, let my children and my grandchildren and my let them have better than we had. And you know what? We are enjoying the answer to their prayers. This is why we're here. We're able to do what we do. To drive what we drive, to pay for and buy what we want, because other folks prayed and sacrificed that we might have this privilege. So I'm asking you, we now have to commit ourselves so that we're some child, Layla, Kara, somebody, So they might have an opportunity 50, 75, 100 years from now, when folks look back and say, how in the world did they do what they did? And you know what the answer is going to be? The same God that brought them from where they were is the same God we're trusting and dependent and leaning upon today. So please consider being a part of this building fund effort. It's paying forward. There'll never be something that we'll be sorry about. The sacrifice that we make today will make a tremendous difference in our future. Amen.